You write in the book, you say, I'd often say it to myself first thing in the morning, maybe this is the day. Mm-hmm. Maybe this is the day that she's going to reappear.
Yeah, hope. Once my mother's coffin actually went into the ground, that was the first time that I actually cried. Yeah, there was never another time.
Prince Harry has never been one to stay silent when he believes something is wrong. Now, he has reportedly issued a bold ultimatum. Either Queen Camilla follows the final wishes of Queen Elizabeth II, or he will cut her off completely. This shocking warning has sent ripples through the royal family, raising serious concerns about the future of their already fractured relationships. The tension between Harry and Camilla has been simmering for years, but this latest controversy could push it to the breaking point. Queen Elizabeth's will has remained largely secret, but leaked details suggest that she left specific instructions regarding royal assets and titles. If Camilla and King Charles are disregarding those instructions, it would not only be a direct betrayal of the late Queen's trust, but also a major scandal that could shake public confidence in the monarchy. For Harry, this isn't just about personal grudges. It's about respecting his grandmother's legacy. He has already distanced himself from the royal family, but this latest move suggests that he may be prepared to sever ties entirely if the monarchy does not honor the Queen's final wishes. Could this be the final showdown that determines the future of Harry's relationship with his father and stepmother? But what exactly was in Queen Elizabeth's will that has sparked such controversy? The answer may hold the key to understanding why Harry is so outraged. The Queen's secret will, a game-changer for the monarchy. Queen Elizabeth II ruled for over 70 years, and her passing was expected to bring a smooth transition of power. However, her will has changed everything. Unlike most royal wills, which remain private, shocking details about her final wishes have started to leak, raising serious questions about whether they are being honored. One of the biggest revelations is that the Queen allegedly made key decisions about royal properties and assets that go against what many assumed. Instead of automatically granting certain estates to King Charles and Camilla, it's believed that she wanted Prince William to inherit Balmoral Castle, a move that bypasses Charles entirely. This decision alone suggests that the Queen may have foreseen potential power struggles and sought to protect the monarchy from internal conflicts. Another key issue revolves around her vast jewelry collection, which was expected to be distributed among senior royal women, particularly Kate Middleton. But reports suggest that Camilla has been taking control of certain heirlooms, leading to speculation that she is ignoring the Queen's wishes for her own gain. If these allegations are true, it explains why Harry is taking a firm stand. He sees this as a betrayal of everything his grandmother stood for and a power grab by Camilla that cannot be ignored. But Harry isn't the only one raising concerns. Prince William has also been drawn into the controversy, taking a surprising stance that could shift the balance of power in the royal family. William's role in exposing the will of brothers divide. For years, Prince William and Prince Harry have been at odds, but this royal controversy has unexpectedly brought them together. Unlike past disputes, where they were on opposite sides, William's alleged involvement in exposing key details of the Queen's will suggests that he and Harry may now share a common enemy, Camilla. Reports indicate that William was the first to uncover irregularities in how the Queen's wishes were being handled. Sources claim that he revealed key information about Balmoral Castle and the disputed jewelry inheritance, setting off a chain reaction that has now escalated into a full-blown royal crisis. William's move broke royal tradition, as senior family members are expected to resolve internal matters privately. But by bringing these issues to light, he may have forced Charles and Camilla into a difficult position, one where they must choose between following the Queen's will or facing public backlash. This has only deepened the rift between Charles and his sons. While William remains loyal to the institution, He is also determined to protect his mother's and grandmother's legacies. The fact that he and Harry appear to be aligned on this issue suggests that Camilla may be facing her biggest challenge yet as queen. But at the center of this battle lies one of the most beloved royal properties, Balmoral Castle. Could the Queen's decision about its inheritance be the spark that ignites a full-scale royal war? Balmoral Castle, the royal battleground. Balmoral Castle was Queen Elizabeth's favorite retreat, a place of peace, history, and deep personal significance. Many assumed it would pass directly to King Charles, as is tradition. But reports suggest that the Queen had different plans. She allegedly wanted Prince William to inherit it instead. If true, this would be one of the most surprising decisions in royal history. It signals that the Queen may have intended to shift power toward William, bypassing Charles in a way that undermines his authority. Given that Balmoral is not just a home, but a symbol of the monarchy, whoever controls it holds significant influence within the royal family. This revelation has sparked intense behind-the-scenes negotiations. Charles and Camilla reportedly expected to take ownership, and the idea that they might be denied Balmoral has created serious friction within the palace. Camilla, in particular, is said to be furious, believing that she and Charles are being disrespected. But for William, this is not just about property. It's about preserving his grandmother's wishes and ensuring that Camilla does not overstep her role. If William does inherit Balmoral, it could signal that the transition of power from Charles to William is happening sooner than expected. But Balmoral isn't the only inheritance in question. The Queen's priceless jewelry collection has also become a source of controversy, and Camilla's actions regarding it have angered many. The jewelry controversy. Was Kate denied her inheritance? The Queen's legendary jewelry collection, filled with priceless tiaras, necklaces, and heirlooms, was expected to be divided among senior royal women. Many assumed that Kate Middleton, as the future queen, would receive some of the most important pieces. But now, rumors suggest that Camilla has taken control of certain heirlooms that were meant for Kate. If true, this is a direct challenge to royal tradition. Typically, jewelry is passed down based on rank and future roles, making it logical for Kate to inherit key pieces as the future queen consort. However, sources claim that Camilla has either kept certain items for herself or redirected them elsewhere, raising suspicions that she is trying to solidify her own influence at Kate's expense. This controversy has created tension between Kate and Camilla, who have always had a distant and formal relationship. If Camilla is indeed manipulating the Queen's will, it could spark a silent but powerful struggle between the two most influential women in the royal family. Harry, meanwhile, is reportedly furious over the situation. He sees any disrespect toward Kate as another example of how his family mistreats women, echoing his grievances about how Meghan was treated. Could this be why he is willing to cut Camilla off completely? But Camilla's handling of the Queen's will is only part of a bigger concern: her growing influence over Charles and the monarchy itself. Camilla's influence. Is she reshaping the monarchy for herself? Since becoming queen consort, Camilla has taken on a far more dominant role than many expected. Recently, she even dropped the consort from her title, officially referring to herself as Queen Camilla. While some see this as a natural transition, others believe she is consolidating power in a way that challenges royal traditions. Critics argue that Camilla has been slowly reshaping the monarchy in her favor, taking control of key decisions, and positioning herself as an undeniable force behind the throne. This has not gone unnoticed by Prince Harry, who has long been wary of Camilla's growing influence over his father, King Charles III. For Harry, this isn't just about titles and appearances. It's about protecting the monarchy from being dominated by a figure he has never fully trusted. His mother, Princess Diana, famously warned about Camilla's ambitions, and now Harry fears those warnings are coming true. The fact that Camilla may be ignoring the Queen's final wishes only reinforces Harry's belief that she is prioritizing her own interests over the integrity of the monarchy. But how does the British public feel about this? Could Camilla's growing power threaten the monarchy's fragile reputation? The royal family is always under public scrutiny, but this controversy has sparked an entirely new level of distrust and division among the people. The public's reaction: is trust in the monarchy at risk? The British public has had a complicated relationship with Camilla. While she has worked hard to improve her image, many people still see her as the woman who came between Charles and Diana. Now, with the latest revelations about the Queen's will and Camilla's growing influence, public opinion is once again turning against her. Ignoring the Queen's final wishes could be seen as a direct insult to the monarchy's traditions, something that even the most devoted royal supporters may struggle to accept. The monarchy thrives on stability, but if people begin to doubt its integrity, it could lead to serious repercussions for the entire institution. Social media has been flooded with heated debates, with many questioning why Camilla has been given so much control. Some royal watchers believe this controversy could be the beginning of a larger movement questioning the monarchy's relevance. If Camilla's actions continue to stir public resentment, it could weaken the royal family's standing in Britain and beyond. Could this be the scandal that finally pushes the public toward questioning whether the monarchy should continue at all? But for Harry, this is deeply personal. This controversy isn't just about royal reputation. It's about his own painful history with the family. The betrayal that broke Harry, his final straw with the royals. Harry has long struggled with his place in the royal family, feeling like an outsider in an institution that he believes failed to protect his mother. But this latest controversy, the apparent disrespect toward the Queen's will, has been the final straw for him. Unlike previous disputes, this issue isn't just about personal relationships. It's about loyalty to Queen Elizabeth's legacy. Harry sees the failure to follow the Queen's final wishes as an unforgivable betrayal, not just of the monarchy's traditions, but also of his grandmother's trust. For years, Harry has voiced his disapproval of the way the royal family operates, but this time, he seems willing to take a more drastic step. Reports suggest that if Camilla refuses to respect the Queen's will, Harry is prepared to completely sever ties with her and potentially King Charles as well. This ultimatum isn't just a symbolic gesture. It's a warning that he is ready to cut off all remaining connections to the monarchy if the institution continues down this path. Could this be the moment when Harry completely walks away from his royal heritage? But was this division something that Queen Elizabeth saw coming? Some royal insiders believe she may have predicted this fallout long before her passing. The Queen's warning. Did she foresee this conflict? Queen Elizabeth II was known for her careful planning and deep understanding of the royal family's dynamics. Did she foresee the chaos that would unfold after her passing? Some sources suggest that she left behind private warnings about how Camilla might behave once she became queen. Reports indicate that the Queen had serious concerns about Camilla's growing influence and how it could cause divisions within the royal family. This might explain why she made specific decisions in her will to ensure that power was distributed carefully, not concentrated in the hands of any single individual. If this is true, then Camilla's alleged manipulation of the will could be seen as a direct defiance of the Queen's foresight. Did Elizabeth try to prevent this exact scenario, only for it to unfold exactly as she feared? The royal family's refusal to publicly acknowledge the Queen's true wishes only adds to growing suspicions that they may have been deliberately hiding key details. If the Queen had left clear instructions about inheritance and succession, why are they being ignored now? And now, King Charles is caught in the middle, forced to choose between his wife and his sons. What will he do? The King's dilemma. Will Charles side with Camilla or his sons? King Charles has spent his entire life preparing to be king, but just months into his reign, he finds himself trapped in an impossible situation. On one side, he has Camilla, the woman he fought so hard to marry, and on the other, he has his sons, who are demanding that he respect the Queen's will. If Charles chooses to support Camilla's decisions, he risks permanently alienating Harry, perhaps even damaging his already fragile relationship with William. But if he sides with his sons, it could undermine Camilla's authority and create a dangerous power struggle within the monarchy. The king is known for his desire to modernize the royal family, but ignoring his mother's final wishes could make him appear weak and untrustworthy. Some royal experts believe that this controversy could define his entire reign, and if handled poorly, it could damage the monarchy for years to come. What will Charles choose? His queen or his legacy? And just when the situation couldn't get more complicated, Princess Anne has entered the fight, and she's not staying silent. Princess Anne's fury, the unexpected royal ally. Princess Anne has always been known for her no-nonsense attitude and unwavering loyalty to royal traditions. While she has typically stayed out of public family disputes, reports suggest that this time she is furious over the way Queen Elizabeth's will is being handled. Unlike Camilla, Anne has spent her entire life devoted to duty, often being called the hardest-working royal. She is deeply protective of her mother's legacy, and sources claim she is disgusted by any attempt to manipulate the Queen's final wishes. Anne allegedly warned Charles about the potential backlash if Camilla was seen as overstepping her role. She has also reportedly had private conversations with William and Harry, expressing her support for honoring the Queen's true intentions. This puts Charles in an even more difficult position. If Anne, the Queen's only daughter, publicly opposes Camilla's actions, it could further weaken Camilla's standing within the monarchy. Anne is respected by both the royal family and the British public, so her disapproval carries significant weight. Could Anne become a powerful ally to William and Harry, helping them push back against Camilla's growing influence? If so, this could create an even deeper divide within the royal family. But while Anne is making her stance clear, Meghan Markle has remained surprisingly silent. Could this signal trouble for Harry and Meghan's relationship? The growing divide between Harry and Meghan. For years, Harry and Meghan have been united in their battles against the royal family. But Meghan's silence on this latest controversy has raised eyebrows. Unlike previous royal scandals, where she openly supported Harry, this time she has chosen to stay out of the conversation. Some believe this is because Meghan wants Harry to move on from his royal grievances. She has been focused on their new life in California, building their brand and securing business deals. Getting involved in yet another royal feud might not align with the couple's plans. Others speculate that Meghan may disagree with Harry's decision to take such an aggressive stance against Camilla. While she has her own issues with the royal family, she may see this as a battle Harry doesn't need to fight, especially if it means cutting off his father for good. Could this disagreement cause a rift between Harry and Meghan? If Harry follows through with his ultimatum, he risks further isolating himself from both his family and the monarchy. Would Meghan be willing to support him if it meant burning the last remaining bridges? But what if this royal conflict isn't just about Harry, Charles, and Camilla? Could someone else be pulling the strings behind the scene? The hidden hand. Is someone else controlling this drama? Royal insiders suggest that this controversy over the Queen's will might not be as simple as it seems. Some believe there could be powerful figures behind the scenes, influencing decisions and shaping the way events are unfolding. Senior royal advisors, often called the Men in Grey, have a long history of controlling the monarchy's internal affairs. If these advisors encouraged Charles and Camilla to ignore the Queen's will, it could mean that there is a larger plan at play, one designed to reshape the royal family's structure in the coming years. Could there be hidden motives behind Camilla's power moves? Is Charles being pressured to make decisions that benefit certain individuals within the royal institution? If so, Harry and William's efforts to defend their grandmother's legacy may be even more difficult than they realize. With so many unanswered questions, one thing is clear. The monarchy is facing one of its biggest crises in decades. And if public support for the monarchy continues to decline, could this controversy be the beginning of a full-blown royal crisis? The people's verdict. Will this cause a royal crisis? The British monarchy has survived wars, scandals, and betrayals, but this latest controversy has left many questioning its future. If the royal family ignores the Queen's final wishes, it could be the final straw for an already skeptical public. In recent years, trust in the monarchy has declined, especially among younger generations. The scandals surrounding Prince Andrew, the fallout from Harry and Meghan's departure, and now the Camilla controversy have left many wondering if the institution is still relevant in modern times. Ignoring the Queen's will is seen by many as a betrayal of British traditions. If the monarchy loses its moral authority, it may become even more difficult to justify its existence in the 21st century. Could this be the scandal that accelerates the push for Britain to become a republic? If people no longer trust Charles and Camilla, the future of the monarchy itself could be at serious risk. And if this crisis continues to escalate, could it lead to the end of the royal family as we know it? The future of the monarchy. Is this the beginning of the end? Prince Harry's ultimatum may be the moment that permanently fractures the royal family. If Camilla refuses to honor the Queen's final wishes, Harry and William could turn against her in a way that reshapes the entire future of the monarchy. For Charles, this situation could define his entire reign. If he continues to back Camilla, he risks alienating his own sons and weakening public support for the crown. If he chooses tradition over his wife, it could signal that Camilla's influence is not as strong as she believes. The British monarchy has always relied on stability and unity to survive. But this controversy has exposed deep fractures that may never fully heal. Could this be the final tipping point that leads to a complete royal overhaul, or even the end of the monarchy itself? One thing is certain: the royal family will never be the same again. This explosive conflict is still unfolding, and the world is watching. What do you think? Is Harry right to stand up for the Queen's wishes? Will Charles be forced to choose between Camilla and his sons? Or is this just another chapter in the monarchy's long history of internal power struggles? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the royal family. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.